Some more breaking news coming in. Cracks are now emerging in the US-Israel narrative on the Iran war. America's intelligence chief has acknowledged that Washington and Tel Aviv are not on the same page when it comes to the objectives of the war. In a significant admission, US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard told lawmakers that the US and Israel have different goals in the ongoing war with Iran. Speaking before the House Intelligence Committee, Tulsi Gabbard has said that the objectives outlined by US President Trump differ from those of the Israeli government led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. She explained that while Israel's operations appear focused on targeting and weakening Iran's leadership, the US is prioritizing the destruction of Iran's ballistic missile launch systems, production capabilities, and naval strength. The remarks are being seen as a clear sign of divergence between the two allies, raising questions about coordination, strategy, and the broader direction of the war. With tensions already high in the region, these differences could complicate military planning and diplomatic messaging going forward. America's intelligence chief admitting that the US and Israel are not exactly on the same page when it comes to what to achieve with the war on Iran, in Iran and the Gulf. Massive admission coming in from US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, who, while speaking before the House Intelligence Committee, told lawmakers that the US and Israel have different objectives, different goals in terms of the war. Gabbard also admitting that objectives outlined by US President Trump differ from those of the Israeli government. Tulsi Gabbard claiming that while US is prioritizing the destruction of Iran's ballistic missile capabilities and naval force, Israel appears to be focused on targeting and weakening Iran's leadership. These comments come in the backdrop of key Iranian officials being taken out successively over the last 2-3 days, including their security chief Ali Larijani, among others. Tulsi Gabbard's remarks come as a clear sign of divergence between the two allies, US and Israel. And it raises big questions about how these two allies are coordinating, strategizing, and where exactly they're going with this war. Matters could get complicated further if divergence arises between US and Israel.
The objectives that have been laid out by the president are different from the objectives that have been laid out by the Israeli government.
And how do they differ?
We can see through the operations that the Israeli government has been focused on disabling the Iranian leadership and taking out several members, obviously beginning with the Ayatollah, the supreme leader. And they continue to focus on that effort.
And how does that differ from our goals?
The president has stated that his objectives are to destroy Iran's ballistic missile launching capability, their ballistic missile production capability, and their Navy, the IRGC Navy and mine laying capability.